Okay, so in the video where I'm modeling the wrestling version of David, um, apparently I didn't record the starting spot of where I started actually modeling the head. So I'm going to go ahead and this is kind of just an addendum of getting started with using or modeling the head. So you guys can watch this. I've also included three videos from the artists that I learned this technique from in the playlist on YouTube. So you can take a look at that as well if you need a better idea. And then I'm also going to include some YouTube videos for modeling, 3D modeling hair that I think should help out a little bit as well. So take a look at those, watch this. Sorry, it's out of order, but that's just how it is sometimes. So what I want to do is I'd like to um, introduce you guys to essentially this approach where I'm going to be using Quad Draw tool to essentially quad draw out the face loops on the head, and then I'll be drawing them out on the front, and then I will pull them forward on the sides. And then that's going to allow me to kind of start filling in the head itself. The reason why I do this is because it allows me to essentially ensure that I'm going to get good face looping around the face. Whereas like box modeling, sometimes you don't, and that gets just largely ignored. Keep in mind, I will be grading pretty heavily on your topology, so make sure you do follow this approach. Now, with this artwork here, he's got a asymmetrical face with an open mouth. Um, Model your character with their mouth closed, and it'll make things a little bit easier for you when we rig the characters. So what I'm going to do is with my mesh selected, I'm going to go up to Mesh Tools, Quad Draw, and then I can go ahead and get started here. So what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of circle and just click and lay down vertexes. And just kind of trace out the eye. And then we hold down Shift, put in faces. Okay. Now, if we take a look to the side, we should have, yeah, they are right there. This gets a little weird sometimes. Sometimes they get thrown back. So what you want to do is just go and select them. And I want to shrink them and bring them forward. Somewhere right about there. And that's going to help us kind of move forward with this. So you see we're kind of doing this little like monocle look. So I'm going to go back over to X frame, go back over to quad draw, and then I will put a little piece right there. This is going to be the bridge of the nose. Right. So then we will go down. That's going to be the tip of the nose. And then this is going to be the bottom of the lip. And then I'm going to just kind of imagine where that lip would kind of close in out. I'm only doing half of this right now. Oops. There. And, all right. Kind of shrink this thing back again. This is not gonna happen a ton. This is gonna be something that'll just happen while we set up this initial piece. Okay. All right, I just got it all scaled back in. So what I'm gonna do is go back over to Quad Draw, and I'm gonna hold down Shift and just kind of snap in some of these pieces right here. And then you can also move the edges around if you want to. And then with the lips, I'm actually going to kind of move them a little bit further down and not fully close them, but we're going to have a face loop that goes around the mouth itself. And I would like to have a similar amount of edges that go on the top lip and the bottom lip. It's going to make rigging a little bit easier. Also note that if you bring the vertexes close to each other, they will actually merge. So just heads up on that. So we can go ahead and put in like an extra edge loop here if you want to, but I'm not going to at a second. I'm going to put a couple of edges down here, just going down the chin. And then I think that'll be it for the quad draw portion of this. Hold down Shift and just throw two edges right here. All right, I think that'll be good. What went off? Okay. Okay. So the next step of this is going to be we're going to actually go on our side view and we're going to move our vertexes up to their forward positions. Um, so let's go and jump over to, let's just do a two plane view. So front and a side view. And we're just going to take essentially our center lines and move them to where they need to be. Okay. So we can start here at the uh, center point and then move out. So I'm going to take the center point here. That's going to be his chin. I'm going to move that right there. This one over here. And this one over to here. That one over to here. And it's not lining up perfectly, but we'll get it. It'll be fine. Okay. So that'll be the bottom of the nose. And you know, since that is, I'm just going to line it up on the side. So I like that profile a little bit better. I'm just looking at like where this should be, and then I'm lining it up on the side view. That's going to go in between the eyes, so that'll go there. And then this one's going to go here. This other one is going to be right on top of the head right there. All right, so we'll do the same thing. So this one's going to be right next to it. And really, it should be pretty close to being on par with the eye. There. The drawings aren't lined up very well, so there's some difficulty here, but as you can see, I'm kind of just taking like wherever it's supposed to be over there, and then kind of just trying to line it up over here. So I think honestly, like this, I'm going to take this one down to about here, and I'll just line up this down here a little bit more. Yeah, I'm really trying to push that side view as much as possible. Okay, so we got all of that. Let's go over to the next line. Move that forward. And I'm just kind of going up the line because they were kind of building up this surface. And one thing we really want to try to avoid is building a face that's really flat or um, that is too squared off. We don't really want that. We'll make sure we have some organic shapes in here. This will go over to the other corner of the mouth. Here, it's there. Still gonna be a lot of shaping when we get, even when we get all these in place. So we kind of get that mouth shape kind of put in there. Okay, so let's see, this one. There. Mhm. To the left, pull them up, and then pull down back a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at this in perspective view. And it's not bad. I know it looked like a mess bringing it up and over, and it was kind of a bit of a mess, but it's not bad. The idea is we're trying to get the soul of that drawing, the spirit of it really to kind of come through. And I think it kind of is. So that's good. All right. So from here, it's going to be a lot of us kind of just filling in and shaping. And so what I'll do, I'm going to take this guy because this is just kind of, I went back and just redid part of this. That's why this isn't as um, formed as the rest of the body. You can see the rest of the video to kind of see how that all gets attached. But what I'll do is I'll then take this, I'm gonna just trace out the head. So we'll do, let's see, side view. I'm just gonna do E, Control E, Control E, and just extrude all the way down. And then I'll extrude down to the neck right there. So that'll give me the skull shape. So something like that. And then I'm gonna go and take this right here. Again, we're just really just kind of tracing out this shape. So this is going to go under the chin. And then Control E down, and that'll be part of the neck. So this area right here will be the neck region. So something like that. And then for the nose, I'm going to go in and put in that face loop there for the nose. Control E, Control E. I'm really just tracing right now. It's not getting crazy. This is going to go around and kind of join up down here. Here, I'll do a bridge. Just kind of extend this out a little bit. And then some of these areas where they're really close, just do target weld here, here. Here. Well, not there. Okay, so we'll do, let's see, bridge, bridge, and then right through here, I'm gonna need to add in an extra edge loop there, and an extra one right there. Do another bridge. Then I'm gonna do a multi-cut. That'll put a cut right up through there. Oops. Then I'm gonna merge these two vertices together. Merge right there. So you see we're kind of building these face loops right around here. And then the nose, it's got like a little button nose type situation. So I want to take this and kind of bring this out, make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to do a bridge right there. I'll do a multi-cut right here. So you'll see that we're going to get an extra edge here and bring out and kind of transform that shape a little bit. So we can round this out. Bridge across. I can do a fill hole right through here. Okay, so I just need to join these across. So multi-cut there, multi-cut across here, multi-cut across here. And so that's going to give us our basic topology for that area. We can kind of go in and like relax some of this if we want to. Bring this a little bit closer to the lip so we don't have such a tight area. And then I'm gonna throw another loop around here as well. Actually, let's put a few more loops right there. And what we can do then is take some of these loops, kind of pull this down a little bit, just kind of spread out that density just a little bit more. Okay. So something like that. Okay. Yes, we got, could do, yeah, I could do a join right here. That might not be bad. It'll target weld there. That'll give me a little bit of space to kind of pull this up. And then I could do maybe a target weld here. So do a target weld up right there. And I'll bring this out. We're going to have close edge loops. Keep in mind that will cause a pinch, and especially around the center of the body. We do not want to have a strong pinch. So just bring that out a bit. Will end up looking a lot better. Okay. Right there. All right. So I'm going to go and take this, extrude, and then extrude around. And then I want to take these two and go to bridge. That's going to kind of connect this area up right here. And then everything from here to here, this area right there, I'll extrude that. I'm just going to move it over. I'm just going to scale it in a little bit. I'm kind of look at these right here as where areas I want to like try to connect them in. And Control V, scale it in again. And this area right here is going to be the ring where the ear kind of comes out. So let's take this edge there. That's it here. Here. And along with this topology, you don't want to go too heavy with it, especially around like on the head. There's nothing that's going on the back of the head. So we can keep this pretty open or use it to kind of tie off extra edges. Okay. I'm going to put a multi-cut right here so we have just one edge just going in the corner. And that's also going to give us an edge to kind of connect in right there. I'm going to take these three right here, extrude out, extrude up like that. target weld here to here. And go from here to here to here. Okay, there we go. And then just shape as we go. So pull that out. Same thing again. Control E. Target weld over here. Over here. And just trying to keep an eyeball on everything you're putting in. Every extra edge loop or vertex needs to be kind of looked at and examined as we go through and do this. Something like that. Let's put a little love on this nose real quick. So if I add an extra edge loop, and that's going to allow me to kind of go in and shape it just a little bit more. I'm just going to give him like a little kind of a buttony nose. And have it just kind of upturn a little bit. Something kind of like that. If you wanted to have nostrils, you could go in and grab, say, like these four or these two, and kind of extrude them out to the side, extrude another hole up, and that would be one of your nostrils. Or we could do a extrusion inward, kind of like this, and then extrude up. And then sometimes what I would do is I would do up, over, extrude again. And so that would be kind of the little nostril region right there. Then put in a multi-cut right around there and there. So when you smooth it, it retains that harder edge for the nostril. So that could work. Yeah. So I think that brings us up to where the other video picks up again. So go back over there, take a look, and that'll be it for right now.